Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly focus for April the 23rd through to the 29th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, let's turn to the cards and see about the energy that they reveal and how to use it in a positive light in order to go forward. And we start with, the Queen of Wands. Your creativity, your inventiveness, your creativity, and you're seeing the possibilities of what you can create, what you can invent, what you can, and you're falling in love with those things. There's almost like this passion that you're getting, and it could be a passion about yourself. You could start seeing maybe some part of yourself that has gone unacknowledged, or you've repressed it about your life or yourself. And it's like this veil gets ripped off, and you realize that you've been living a lie. You've been living an untruth of something somebody said once a long time ago, and you took it as fact when in fact it was fiction. And there's like this new, it's like a birth of a new you. Falling in love with your passions, your dreams, not somebody else's agenda. And going forward, and there's like this great adventure you want to go on, or I see the fire behind her though, and it's almost like you are closing the door, or maybe getting rid of an untruth in your life, and you're sitting there very content with this fire going. So it's like, finally, I'm moving away from that energy and I'm stepping into this new energy. So you're probably going to have this vitality or this energy this week that you haven't had, perhaps. We have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, new day is dawning, new path is forming. You are ready to go forward with the strength. And this is on all of the paths that you've walked, all the wisdom that you have obtained in your path so far. The new day is dawning behind you. And yeah, there's a little bit of shadow here, so maybe we're not actually stepping into it, but this could be where somebody notices you and acknowledges your act of kindness, your act of service, your love, your enthusiasm, your maybe this is a raise in pay, maybe this is a promotion, maybe this is a job offering, because of what you've done in the past, and now being able to utilize it going forward too. This could be a new relationship. It's definitely a new path. We are in the new moon energy until Sunday. Sunday is when the full moon appears. So up to that point, I mean, we want to affirm where we want to go, and then we need to expect it to show up. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, affirm where you want to go. Climbing to the top of the mountain, shouting at the top of your lungs who you are, where you're going, what you're inventing or creating or doing or loving, or letting the world know and hearing it echo back at you. And you are excited to go on this path forward. It is new territory for you. It's a new experience. You're young at heart. You have a young energy about you this week, of where you are going, of what you want to step into. Work and career. Well, Nine of Cups, that's your wish card. All the cards are saying it. What do you want? What's your, and please dream big. Please dream big. Okay? Make the dream so big it scares you. Okay? Let's say you have always played guitar and so you want to play in a band. Well, I want you to imagine a world tour. Having the #1 hit for 32 weeks straight. Because this is the wish card. This is say you wish it and it will come true. Put as much detail into it as possible. Now, this isn't always work and career. I realize that some people could care less about work and career when it comes up, but it could be your finances. You know, what are your expectations for what your bank account looks like? This could be what defines you as a person, okay, or your definition or what you want other people to see when they look at you. If I were to meet you at a party, how would you define yourself when I say, so what do you do? Would you tell me about work and career? Or would you tell me about your spirituality? Would you tell me about the things that you do within the community? Would you tell me about these little inventions that you make in your garage? Would you tell me about your relationships that you're in, your home life? What defines you as a person? This is your wish card. How do you want to be defined then? I would have to ask you. Dream it, affirm it, expect it. Love and relationships. Oh, 8 of Swords show up for love and relationships. Gaining new perspectives within love and relationships. Nobody's really had these great, wonderful love and relationships. I think only one sign. Most of it is going within this week. It's not the outward part of relationships and love, it's the inward part. It's the work on ourselves that we need to do. And this is a change in perception. And maybe you think that you've been in a relationship and it stifled you in some way or held you back in some way, or you can't be the person you want to be. And chances are it's your own limitations that you put on yourself rather than what they put on you. I'm sorry, but. And sometimes we look towards others and we try to blame others, but we're allowing it. So really it lands back on our plate. So where do we refuse to shine because it might upset somebody that's close to us that we love? Because chances are it really wouldn't upset them. Where do you push away people, relationships? Where have you become untrusting? What walls have you built? What blindfold do you wear? How have you bound yourself to certain things in your life because you felt a duty or a sense of duty or responsibility or obligation to be a certain person and act a certain way within the relationship? Because it's time to rip off that blindfold. It's time to realize that there was nothing holding you back ever. Spirituality, 2 of Wands. And this is really a card that says anything's possible. Dream it, expect it. Affirmations, prayer, reflection. Journal it if you must. But really look at, wipe away the limitations that you put on yourself. The world's your oyster here when this card appears in spirituality. And we have the wish card in work and career. We have the Page of Wands. There is a lot of beautiful energy here to say you can go where you want to go. So start imagining it, start dreaming it, start believing that dream. Start anticipating that dream materializing, becoming tangible. New Moon Affirmations, absolutely this week. Health and well-being. The 5 of Wands. Where have you not been treating yourself well? It's time to take care of you. This is doing something actually very detrimental to your health or your well-being. So maybe it's a bad habit. This is a card, this is a warning saying that you really need to look at this and look at it seriously, or it's going to create huge problems for you down the road. Now, it could be that you've just taken too much responsibility or obligations on, and the stresses of everything is just wearing you out. And so it's time to delegate or to share responsibilities and obligations so that you can concentrate a little bit more on everything else. Because stress is very, very, very mean to the human body. And so if you are in a stressful environment, you need to do everything in your power to release some of that stress. Maybe it's unplugging, maybe it's picking up a new hobby, maybe it's putting an ending or a closure on something that you have been dragging with you all this time. Maybe you've actually been kind of mean to your body. Maybe you are trying to get that promotion at work, so you're eating on the fly and not getting enough sleep. And exercise, besides walking back and forth from the washroom to your desk, it's nothing. So it's time to start treating yourself better. It's time to make some big changes in your life when it comes to your health and well-being. Or it could become a potential major problem down the road. So look at your lifestyle. Look at where you are taking on stress and responsibilities and obligations, and understanding how much of that you want to have in your life, but also how much is causing stress or a burden, so to speak, in your life. And start changing those things for the better. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.